The Courts of the Morning by John Buchan. Read by Peter Joyce. Prologue by Sir Richard Hannay. This story begins, so far as I am concerned, in the August of 1925, when I had, for the second time, a lease of the forest of Macrae. Mary and Peter John and the household had gone north at the end of July, but I was detained for 10 days in London over the business of a Rhodesian land company, of which I had recently become chairman. I was putting up at my club, and one morning I was rung up by Ellery Willis of the American Embassy, who'd been wiring about me all over the country. He seemed to be in a hurry to see me, so I asked him to luncheon. I had known Willis in the war, when he had had a field battery with the American Second Corps. After that, he had been on the headquarters staff at Washington, and was now a military attaché at the London Embassy. He seemed to have a good many duties besides the study of military affairs, and when I met him he was always discoursing about world politics, and the need of England and America getting close to each other. I agreed with him about that, but used to tell him that the best way was not to talk too much, but to send Englishmen and Americans fishing together. He was an ardent, rather solemn young man, but with a quick sense of humour, and Mary said he was the best dancer in London. He cut at once into business. "You're a friend of Mr. Blenkiron's? John S. Blenkiron?" he said. "I want to know if you've heard from him lately." "Not for months," I said. "Blenkiron was never a regular correspondent, and the fount has dried up since last December." He looked grave. "That's bad," he said. "There's nothing wrong?" I asked anxiously. "Only that nobody knows what's become of him." "But that was always the old ruffian's way. He likes to cover his tracks, like Providence, and turns up suddenly when he's not expected. There's a lot of the child in him." Willis shook his head. "I expect there's more to it this time than that. I'll tell you what we know. He made a dive back into Wall Street last fall, and did some big things in electrolytic zinc. Then he went to Santa Catalina, and returned to New York in the second week of January. On the 27th day of that month, he sailed for Panama in a fruit steamer."
Sample complete. Ready to continue?